Hello guys, my name is Alex and today I'm going to run this webinar. Uh, if you have any questions during this webinar, please feel free to ask in the chat room. After I finish the review, I will check your questions and I will answer that. So this webinar is going to be dedicated to SEO PowerSuite tools. I will show you how you may set up your first projects, as well as will describe and highlight the major features and options that you may find in every SEO PowerSuite application. So let's begin. SEO PowerSuite is the name of the package, and this package, after you install it, you will find 4 apps on your desktop. So this package consists of SEO Spyglass, Rand Tracker, Link Assistant, and Website Auditor. I will start with the Rand Tracker application. Rand Tracker is the tool that helps you to monitor your ranking positions. So you may check how your website is ranking in Google, Bing, Yahoo, and different countries, in different search engines, and also get keyword suggestions from Rand Tracker. Once you start your Rand Tracker for the first time, it will ask you to create a first project. So you have to enter of the domain that you would like to track. Just like that. Then click Next, and it will ask you to connect your Google account at this tab. Basically, Google account is necessary to let Rand Tracker collect search volume, and also it will connect to your Google Analytics account and check the traffic stats. So later, you will be able to see how much traffic, your keywords that you have in your project, how much traffic they bring to your website. But at the same time, if you don't have Google account yet, you may just skip this step and go to step number 3. This is where you have to enter your target keywords. Actually, Rand Tracker is a desktop application. That is why we do not limit the number of keywords that you may add to your project. So basically, at this tab, you may paste in like 100 or several hundred 100 keywords if you wish, and you may also create as many projects if you wish so. At step number 4, you will be asked to choose your preferred search engines. By default, Rand Tracker analyzes your domain and offers you to use the search engines that are associated with your domain. So in my case, it offers me to use the USA search engines. But if I would like to check in some other countries, I just click this special Add button, and this will open the list of countries and other search engines that I may use in my project. So you just look through the list, find the country that you are interested in, for instance, Australia, and click the plus button next to the search engine that you would like to add to your project, just like that. Moreover, here at this tab, you can also create special search engines that will show you how your website is ranking as seen from a specific location. For instance, right now I'm located in Europe. Check how my website say. So if I go directly to my local Google search engine, I will see the results as they're provided for my current local place. But to be able to see how the results are seen from the USA, I have to create a special search engine with the advanced settings here. So what I do is that I find USA and I find Google USA, and I have to click this Add Custom button, just like that. This will open the advanced settings menu. So here you see different options, but you do not need to change anything here. Just leave them by default. So the interface language filter, region filter, change anything here. So you have to find the preferred location field. And in that preferred location field, you can enter just the name of the city, town, street address, zip code, whenever location or address you want to check. So in my case, I don't know, I would like to check the positions in New York. So I just enter New York and click Apply. So Rand Tracker will pick up the location. And I give a short name as well, so it will be easier for me to check this specific search engine through this list. Click OK, and now I have this new search engine here in the list with other search engines. And this specific search engine will show how my rankings are seen from New York, even though I'm located now somewhere in Europe. And after you're done, you just click the Finish button, and Rank Tracker will start creating your project. And when it finishes, you will see this default workspace view as you see now on your screen. So this workspace includes your list of keywords and their ranking positions in the search engines that you have selected. So you will have your Google rank, Bing, Yahoo, etc. if you have included them into the project. By default, Rank Tracker collects not only organic results, but it is also able to collect so-called Google SERP features. Google SERP features are such results that appear sometimes together with the organic results on the result page. Let me show you. So if I go to Google and, for instance, I search for pizza in New York, among the common organic results, you can also find those local places. People also ask more places and other types of results that appear on the page. And if your website is ranking anywhere in those, Rank Tracker will also pick this up. So in your project, this will be highlighted with the special tags. For instance, in my project, I have created a demo project for a pizza website, and it shows that I'm also have positions in local pack, and it gives me two numbers. The first number and the second one is in brackets. So what does this mean? So the first number indicates the position of this local pack box on the result page. So if we check again directly in Google, it says this is the first position of this box. So the box takes the first position on the result page. And then the second one indicates the position of my website inside this box. So it says 1, and this means that my website takes the first position within this box. So that's why it gives two numbers. If you don't want to track if you don't want to track SERP features, you may disable this option. To do that, you go to Preferences, Rank Checking Mode, and this is here you select to track only organic results. So if you enable this option, then you recheck your rankings once again, and in this case, Rank Tracker will be picking up only the results that appear in the organic search. So it will skip all those local places, videos, images, and other types of results. In Rank Tracker, you can also add your competitors, so you will be able to see not only the positions of your main project website, but also the positions of your competitors. Actually, in the professional version, you can add up to 5 competitors per project, while in the enterprise, you can add up to 10 competitors per project. So to add a competitor, you have to open Preferences, Competitors, click Add, and here you enter the name of the domain that you would like to add as a competitor. Like this. Click OK. OK, save the settings. And now you see this new competitor appears here in the project together with my main project website. So if I check rankings now once again, Rank Tracker will check both the position for my project website and for my competitor website, and it will show me the results right here in the column. By the way, this, you see the task has finished, and it shows that my competitor is not ranking anywhere in top 50 results. This workspace that you see, it is customizable, so you may add or remove columns if you want. So to do that, you have to click this Edit button here, and this will open the list of columns that are available to be added to this workspace, to this table. So you can remove, for example, some columns, or you can add new columns just by selecting them here and click OK, and they appear right here in the workspace. And moreover, you can copy this table into your spreadsheet. For example, if you have the enterprise version, then you are able to use the automatic export feature. So just click this export button, and this whole table will be saved and exported into a CSV file. If you have the professional version, then this automatic export feature is not available for you, but you can copy the results manually. So to do that, you just press the Alt button, then select the columns that you would like to copy, then press Ctrl+C, and the results are copied to your clipboard, and then you may open Excel or any other spreadsheet and paste the results right there. So this is how it works for the professional version. Using RAM Tracker, you can not only check how your keywords are ranking, but you can also see how, well, you see the quality of your keywords, basically. And there are two factors that can help you with that. The first one is called the Keyword Effectiveness Index. So this keyword effectiveness is how poor it might be for your website. And hi, Sophia, I see your question. I will ask it later after I finish the review. Please, guys, if you have any questions, write them in the chat room, and after I finish, I will answer them. So let's go back. So the Keyword Effectiveness Index indicates that it indicates how profitable a keyword might be for your website. And it is based on two factors, the search volume and the competition level. And the search volume, this is how many people search for this specific Google. The competition level indicates how many competitors are trying to compete for that keyword in Google. And so the more keywords, the more people are trying to search for that keyword, and the lower is the competition level, the higher is going to be the effectiveness index. So the keywords that have high index and that are marked with this green color, they are very likely to bring you a lot of traffic, because there are a lot of people who are searching for that keyword, and at the same time there are very few websites who are trying to compete for that keyword, which means that it is good for you to try optimize your website for those keywords. And the second metric which can help you is called keyword difficulty. Keyword difficulty basically indicates how tough your competitors are. So RAM Tracker takes top 10 competitors for every of your keywords, analyzes them, and provides this difficulty score. This difficulty score, it goes from 0 to 100. So the higher is the score, the more difficult your competition is. And it is usually recommended by us to just to avoid optimizing keywords if the difficulty score is over 70%. 70% and over means that your competitors are really high, are really hard, and it will really be difficult for you to get into top 10 results. It will take you a lot of time, efforts, money, and maybe it will not worth it. So it's better if you see a good keyword but with high difficulty level, maybe it makes sense to try some other word like a synonym, or try a long tail keyword, which may be a good alternative to a short tail keyword, and start with that. If you need some keyword suggestions, keyword ideas from RAM Tracker, you may switch to the keyword research. Keyword research is the model which can give you the. So once you switch here, you will find a list of methods here on the left panel, and you may use any of these methods to get your keyword suggestions. One of the most popular methods, and one of the actually newest methods that we introduced just maybe half a year ago, is called ranking keywords. Ranking keywords is the method that allows you see the keywords that a website is already ranking in Google. So basically, if you have a new project, or if you would like to check your competitors, and you don't just want to get some suggestions, but you want to get some real keywords that this website is already ranking, you go to keyword research, ranking keywords, just enter the name of the domain that you would like to analyze. Here in the drop-down list, you can also select the countries you are interested in and click search, and RAM Tracker will give you the list that these words, this website is already ranking in the selected area. And it's pretty cool. It works especially if you have a project and you just want to have some quick results, and or you are analyzing your competitors. It's really takes just a few seconds. But of course, you're free to use other methods, such as to get keyword suggestions from Keyword Planner, Google Keyword Planner, Keyword Discovery, or to complete tools by Google, Bing, Yahoo are also at your service. Domain research, related searches. So any of those are available for you. And all the suggestions, all the results that Rand Tracker collects, they will be automatically saved and grouped in Keyword Sandbox section. So Keyword Sandbox, this is sort of a draft section which contains all your suggestions, and it automatically groups them by semantic directories. So you just don't need to go through a big list, but you have already groups, named groups, which you can switch between and work with the group of keywords. And here you can also check the keyword metrics, such as the search volume, expected visits, competition level, and many others. And if you're interested in some words, you find some words to be useful, you just select them, right-click, and choose Move Selected Keywords to Rank Tracking. So this means that these words will be moved to your main project here, and you will be able to work with them or check their rankings or whatever you want. That is what is about suggestions. And the report section. In every SEO PowerSuite tool, you have the report section, which contains the list of report templates. So these report templates, they basically show you how they focus on different aspects of the data that has been collected for you by Rand Tracker. So you may switch between these report templates and find the report that you are interested in. Just let me point out that the professional version of Rand Tracker does not allow saving and publishing reports. You can only view them inside the software, while the enterprise version has several options how you may save and publish your reports. For example, you may save a report as a PDF or HTML file. So to do that, just click the Quick Save button and select the area where you would like the report to be saved. Or you have an option to upload it online to our servers. And to do that, just click the Share button. Rand Tracker will upload the report online, and it will provide you with this shareable link, which you may copy. And if you open that link in your browser, you will be able to view the same report online. So basically, you may either save a report as HTML or PDF and send it by email, or you may just send a link to your clients and they will be able to open this report in their browsers online. And these report templates, they are also customizable. So if you hover over any template here, you will find this edit button, which you may click, and this will open this report template menu where you can choose what widgets to remove or add to your current template. So it's quite easy. You may move templates up, widgets up and down the template and place them anywhere you want, or you may just delete a widget, or you may find some cool widgets available, more cool widgets available here, and just click the plus button and they will be added here to the project, to the template. And this works the same in all SEO PowerSuite tools. So that was about Rand Tracker. Now I'm moving on to Website Auditor. Website Auditor is the special application that helps you to analyze your domain. It can help you to check your technical problems and also give you some suggestions related to your content. So it may help you to find some cool keywords that you may use in your page, and it will also outline some problems that you may have with your title, meta description, and other page elements to improve them and optimize them in a better way. But let's begin with creating a project. So again, the same as in Rand Tracker, you have to enter the name of the domain that you would like to analyze, just like that. I also recommend you to enable the expert option box, because at step number 2, it will open those settings which can actually define how website auditors should access your website. And these settings are pretty important because if you change something here, it may really provide you a different site structure. For example, let's have a closer look at these settings. The robust text instructions. This is where you can tell the software whether it should follow or ignore the rules that you have in your robust.txt file. So by default, this option is enabled, and it is specified for SEO PowerSuite bot. But you may change this and use, for example, Google bot or any other bot, or you may create your custom crawler. And in this case, website auditor will follow robust.txt instructions as they are seen by this specific search engine. For instance, if you choose Googlebot, then you will see the site structure as it is seen by Google. If you disable this, then website auditor will ignore your robust.txt rules, and it will be software available on your website. The user agent, this feature is useful in cases when you have a site which provides different content for different browsers. For example, you access the same page from Google Chrome and in Firefox, and you see different content. So in case you have such a website, you may use this option to be able to see how your site structure looks from a specific browser. So you can just select here from this list different types of user agents, or you might enter your own user agent, and then the software will use it when accessing your domain. The scan depth limit. This feature is useful in cases when you have a big website and you just don't want to wait a long time till the software completes the scan, but you want some quick report. So you enable this option and you specify here, for example, 2 or 3, and this number indicates how many clicks from the home page the software will go down when scanning your domain. And usually 2-3 clicks is just quite enough to create a quick report for a website which will indicate some major technical problems if there are any on your domain. The filtering option, well, this is self-explanatory. This is where you can basically specify the pages that should be collected or should be ignored by the software. The speed option, this feature is useful for websites that have some speed problems. I mean that not every server is able to handle multiple automated requests. And by default, website auditor uses 5 automated tasks, and this is okay for 99% of websites, but still there are cases when a site is installed on a not very powerful server, and when the software starts scanning it, the site goes down. So to avoid these problems, here you may enable this option and specify how many requests per second the software should make when scanning a domain. The URL parameters, this is about dynamic pages. Dynamic pages are frequently used by different online stores to create temporary pages, such as comparison pages, product comparison pages, product preview pages, etc. And most users, they don't want to collect such pages into the project. So by default, this option is enabled, so it tells the software to ignore dynamic pages. If you disable it, then website auditor will collect all type of dynamic pages that are found on your domain. And finally, the advanced option, this is where you can tell the software to include pages from subdomains and whether it should execute or not execute JavaScript files. So once you're done with these settings, click Finish, and the software will start scanning your website. So usually for an average domain, it takes like 10-15 minutes to complete the scan, while for a big website, it may take an hour or more, so just be patient and wait till it completes the task. But once it is finished, you can find, again, the default table with the list of pages that have been collected for you. And for every page here, you may check just plenty of factors, starting from title, meta description, the HTTP status code, the click depth, this is how many clicks from the home page this specific page is located, the robust TXT instructions, and many other factors. You can add them the same as in Rent Tracker. You can add more factors here and check them inside your project. This is cool, but this works if you have a small website, like, for example, in my demo project, I have only 20 pages, so I may just go through every page and check it carefully. But how to work with a big website? Imagine you have a site like several 100,000 pages, and it will be impossible for you to check every page one by one. So in this case, you have just to go to the site audit section. So here you will find the list of factors that have been analyzed. And for every factor, you have the status notification. So either a green or a warning sign. So the green or information mark means the status is okay. You have no problems with this specific factor. So your task is to go through this list and find the factors that are marked with the warning sign. So this indicates that you have some problems here. And once you select this factor, here on the right side, it will open up the description. It will tell you exactly what needs to be done, what kind of factor it is, and how you might fix it. So your task is to find the factors that are marked with the warning sign and fix them. The visualization, this is a cool feature when you're building up your site structure. So basically, this section shows how your pages are connected to each other. And there are different modes here. For example, this mode, it just shows the click depth. So it indicates how far from the home page other pages are located. But you may switch to the internal page rank. And in this case, it will show, the view will show how the page rank is distributed across your pages. So the larger is the page, the more internal link juice it receives from other pages. And imagine you are building your site structure and you want to make sure that you don't spoil anything, that your link juice will go directly to the pages you want it to go. And so how you can do that? You can do that inside this module actually. And for example, I'm going to add a new page to my website now, and this is how it will work. So I just click this add button here, and I enter the URL of the new page I'm going to add to my website. It may be either a directory page or just a common HTML, whatever you want, just like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just any URL you want. So you click add, and as you see, this new node appears here on the graph. So I place it here, and now I'm going to connect this page in the same way I want it to be connected online. So connect, I mean to place in outgoing and incoming links to this page. So first I add some incoming links. So I select it, click this add incoming links, and I then just select the pages I would like to connect, just like that. Click add, and then I'm going to add some outgoing links as well. Again, from the list of pages, click add. So now the pages are connected. And then my next step is just to click this recalculate. I click recalculate, and as you see, now this new page became bigger. This means that it receives a lot of page rank from the pages that I have connected to it. The same way you can add new pages, again, by typing in the URLs, again, connecting them to each other. And after that, you again click recalculate button, and you will see how your site structure will look like. And you will be able to simulate your site structure to make sure that everything is connected properly. And only after that, you apply that online. And moreover, to make this easier for you, everything here is recorded into a changelog. So you may basically export this changelog, and this will contain the instruction to your webmaster. It will tell what exactly needs to be, what kind of page needs to be created and how it should be connected to other pages on your website. If you would like to get some content recommendations, you have to go to the content analysis. The content analysis is the place where website auditor will analyze your page content and will provide you with some recommendations. And so once you switch here, it will ask you to select the page that you would like to analyze. So it will open you the list of your pages. So you select the page, click next, and you have to enter your target keywords. So the keywords you would like to promote on that page. By default, it is recommended to enter from 2 to 5 phrases, because this is the recommended number of keywords to optimize on a page. So, but basically, as far as I know, we don't have any limits here. You may enter as many as you want. So you enter your target keywords, select your preferred search engines, click finish, and the software will start analyzing your page. So it will take your page content, then it will find top 20 competitors, and it will then compare the elements of your page with the elements of those competitors, and then it will provide you with the report. And the report will look just like that. As you see now, here on the upper left corner, you have this optimization score. So basically, the score indicates how well your page is optimized. And in my case, it is 30%, which is pretty poor. And so, and below you will find the elements that have been analyzed. And for every element, you have the status notification. Again, the same as in the site audit, you have the green marks or warning signs. So the green marks means that this element is properly optimized, while the warning sign indicates that you have problems. So if I have select the warning sign, here again on the right side, I will see the recommendations. So it will say that I have to use my keyword at least one time in my title, and I have to use approximately 8 words. So if I switch to the competitors tab, it will open the competitors that have been collected for my keywords, and it will also show me their titles, so I can look at them and get some ideas about what kind of title I may make up for my page. And the same way, you go through other elements, read the recommendations, like how many words and what words you need to use, etc. And after you decide to make changes, you don't need to do this online, because inside Website Auditor you will find this content editor. So the content editor is this internal browser which opens your page, and you can start typing your new content right here, just like that. You place your mouse here and start typing in your new content, and as you see, this optimization score will change dynamically depending on the text that you type in. So you can create a new content, make sure that it has the best optimization score, and only after that you apply that content online, so you don't have to risk anything. And moreover, you can just click this quick save button, and this new page will be saved as an HTML file, so you don't have to build anything online manually. Just save the page and upload it directly on your website. The TF-IDF section is the section which lists the words and phrases that have been found on your competitors' pages. So basically, once you switch here, you will find these words that your competitors are using on their pages, and for every word here, you will find this TF-IDF score. So basically, TF-IDF score indicates the importance of a word within a document. So the higher is the score, then the more importance that keyword has within that document. And basically, using this feature, you may find the words, the most important words and phrases that your competitors are using on their pages. And you may consider using them on your page as well. So that's basically all about the website auditor. Now I'm moving on to the next tool, which is called SEO Spyglass. SEO Spyglass is the tool to help you analyze your backlink profile. Starting a new project, again, enter the name of the domain. And then at step 2, it will ask you to select your preferred backlink sources. So basically, You have the SEO PowerSuite Link Explorer, which is our own index. And you may also connect your Google Analytics and Search Console accounts to be able to get most of the results. And at step 3, this is the filters, which can help you to somehow limit your results. For example, you don't want to collect all backlinks, just some of them. So this is where you can specify how many backlinks it should collect for you. So that's all. These are all settings. Just click Finish, and SEO Spyglass will quickly collect and show you the this workspace, which will contain your backlinks. And for every backlink, again, you can check different factors or add more factors using this Edit button. And there are 3 main metrics in SEO Spyglass which can help you evaluate the quality of your backlinks. These 3 metrics are called the in-link rank, link value, and penalty risk. So basically, in-link rank, this is the substitution for Google PageRank. It is based on the same formula, and this indicates the importance of a backlink page on the internet. And the higher is the in-link rank, then this means the more the more authority that backlink page has on the internet. And it is cool to have backlinks from pages or domains that have high in-link rank. The link value indicates how much link juice that specific page may transmit to your page through its backlinks, because it may have a high in-link rank, but at the same time the link value might be low because it depends on the number of outgoing links. So the number of links that are located on that page. For example, the high in-link rank, but a page may have several hundred links, outgoing links, which means that the total link value will be low, and you will receive very little link juice from that page if you have a backlink there. And finally, penalty risk. This is how potentially risky that specific page might be if you have a backlink there. And usually we recommend to consider removing a backlink from a page if the penalty risk score is over 70%. So 70 or over, this is a risky area which you can, so this means you have to manually make sure that those pages are not spammy and maybe get rid of them. And actually you can create a disavow file using SEO Spyglass, which can help you with that. And to create a disavow or to disavow backlinks in SEO Spyglass, you just have to select them in your project, right-click, choose disavow backlinks, then OK. And then if you go to Preferences Disavow section, here you will find your backlinks. So just click Export, and the software will save them and as a disavow TXT file, which you can upload directly to your Google Search Console. And here on this left panel, you will also find other sections which focus on different aspects of your backlinks. So you may check anchor text, for example. If you analyze backlink profile of your competitor, you may check what kind of anchor text your competitors are using, so you can find their keywords, or you might check your traffic stats and other factors. If you would like to compare domains, like domains and their backlink profiles against each other, you may switch to the domain comparison section. So here I have already added a domain for comparison, but you can add more here. And to do that, just click the Add button, then enter the domain that you would like to compare, and click OK. So SEO Spyglass will collect backlinks for that new domain and will show you the results in this comparison chart. So here you may quickly spot your weak and strong points, so you can better understand what aspects of your backlink profile you need to improve to make your backlink profile better. But this section allows comparing up to 5 domains in the professional version and up to 10 domains in the enterprise. If you would like to compare more, you have to switch to the bulk analysis. This is where you can add up to 200 domains for comparison. So you have a list of domains, just paste them here or enter manually as I'm doing now. Okay, just 3 domains. click Analyze, and it will quickly provide you with the results where it will show you the basic factors that that SEO Spyglass has compared, such as the inlink rank, the number of domains, linking domains, IPs, C blocks, and Alexa rank, and a few others. And you may also export these results into a CSV file and have them on your local hard drive. So as you see, SEO Spyglass is pretty simple yet very powerful. We have our own index, so all the results that you see here, they are collected from our database. And if you're interested, we can also offer you an API access. So if you are interested in the API, please send us a message at support@linkassistant.com, and we'll check with you. So finally, we're approaching to Link Assistant is the tool that helps you to find backlink partners. So basically, the tool has been designed to help you with backlink campaigns, with your link building campaigns, and creating a project. Again, you have to enter the domain that you would like to promote. So SEOPowerSuite.com. So you click OK, and it creates you this empty workspace. And this is okay because we have no prospects yet. And the idea is that you have to start searching for prospects using different search methods available in the software. So to start a search, you click this Look for Prospects button. This will open up different search methods. So it may help you to find websites that offer guest postings, reviews, giveaways, commenting sections, and several others. You might also create your custom search query. So using special Google search commands, you may create your custom search query. So Link Assistant will use this query to find prospects for you. So you select your method, click Next, then enter your niche keywords. So the niche keywords are the keywords that best describe your your sphere, your niche, in which you would like to promote your website. So you enter, and I also recommend to make a search for one word at a time, because if you add more here, then all the results will be mixed up, and later in this list of suggestions, it will be difficult for you to understand what kind of website relates to your first keyword and what kind of website relates to the second. So it's better to make a search for one phrase at a time, then somehow tag the results, filter them out, and only then make the second search. Then go to step number 3. This is where you can add some tags. At step 4, I also recommend you to enable this Get Exact URLs button, box. And click Finish, and Link Assistant will start searching for your prospects. And when it finishes, you will find them here in the workspace. So you will have the exact URLs of the pages that have been collected. And also, you will be able to check different page and site factors, such as the page title, meta description, prospect email. You can also open any of these URLs inside the internal browser, so it will show you how exactly this page looks up. So you will be able to check whether a site is spammy or not, and whether it's relevant to you or not. And the next step is to filter out your initial list. So because you will have plenty of results, and so the idea is to filter out those that you would like to contact. Of course, it requires a lot of manual work, but still, Link Assistant will also check for the contact emails of these prospects. And then the next step is to contact them. But first, you have to connect your email account to the software. So to do that, you have to open Preferences, Email Management, Client Settings. This is where you will be able to connect your email account, your outgoing and incoming email settings. Then go back to the project. You will have your list of prospects that you are ready to contact. So you select them, click Email, and this will open this email template that will have the predefined text already. Here on this drop-down list, you can select other texts, but you are free to create your own email template if you wish. So just choose the one you would like to use. Here we'll have the list of contacts that it's going to send emails to. So just click send, and the software will send emails to those prospects. And here in the email section, you will be able to review the list of your sent emails, and also you will be able to check for the incoming emails. So that's how it works in Link Assistant. So that is basically all. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask now in the chat room. I will also check the questions that have been already asked. And I have a question from Sofia. Is it possible to track a YouTube video to check how it's ranking? Yes, it is possible to do that using Brand Tracker. So basically, there are several ways how you may do that, because if you would like to check how your YouTube video is ranking in YouTube, then you may just create a project for that YouTube video. Just let me open YouTube. We have some, for instance, I just want to, for instance, to check this video. For example, doesn't matter. So you have to create a project for this specific URL. So you copy it, create new, paste. So you have this URL, click next, next. So there you have your keywords. And then in the preferred search engines, you can also connect YouTube to the list of search engines. So this is then the software will check how your YouTube video is ranking both in YouTube, and even if it appears in Google search results, it will also be collected. Okay, another question. Just to verify, when going through the rent tracker, you mentioned not to spend time if any keyword has over 70% of difficulty score. That was on the difficult score, right? Not sure if I understood here. Yeah, I was talking about the keyword difficulty score. Of course, everything is relevant, because, but I was actually referring to just beginning your journey, and you're trying a new project, for instance, and you want some quick results, and it makes no sense to try optimize for keyword that has a high difficulty, because you will not get there within a short period of time. It is better start working with some easy keywords that have low difficulty, which you can quickly gain your results, and only then in the long perspective you may try to get some results for keywords that have high difficulty level. But of course, if you're just want to get everything at once, and you have found a really good keyword with high difficulty, just please remember that it will be very hard for you to get there. But yes, answering your question, I was referring to the keyword difficulty score. How to handle competitors' dummy email address, example, GoDaddy.com. Well, actually, yes, there is a problem, because very frequently web owners, they may provide some dummy addresses, and on their website to avoid some spammers. Well, the problem is that Link Assistant cannot verify them somehow, so it just collects the emails that it finds. But the thing is that if it finds several emails on a website, then you will be able to check that. For example, I have here a project, a prospect. So if I double click it, in the email section, it will have a drop-down menu. So if it has found several emails, it will show here all the emails that it has collected. So this is not just one email. There will be several here. But if it's just one single fake email, then the best option would be just to open manually with their internal browser and to check that page manually inside the software for any email references, because the software is looking for email tags. So it opens the page, it is looking for email tags, and if there are any, then it will be able to find email. If there are no, unfortunately, then you will have to do some manual work as well. Feiko, thank you. Any more questions? Yeah, thank you, Damien. Yeah, thank you, Sophia. Guys, if you have any more questions later, once we finish, you will be able to ask your questions if you go to our website. Here we have the support section where you can submit your tickets. Just go to support, and so here you can submit your ticket. So if you have any questions later, feel free to send them and we'll answer them. Can we run the video after the end of the webinar? Yeah, sure. This webinar is recorded, so after we finish, you will be able to check this recording again inside your profiles, the webinar profiles. You will have a link there. Yeah, thank you, Courtney. Well, it looks like we have no more questions today. Thank you everyone for watching this webinar. I hope it was helpful for you. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to send us emails and we'll be glad to help you. So thank you again and have a great day, everyone. Cheers.